Hello everyone. I am going to bring you along while I make some spare ribs. These are going to be cooked on the grill tomorrow for 4th of July. But I'm just going to show you how I do mine. I've got 2 packs here. What I'm going to do is open them up. I'm going to cut them into individual serving size, maybe about 3 or 4 ribs each. And after I get them cut up, we'll come back. I'll show you what we're going to do. I've got my oven set at 325. These do have to bake in the oven, so it is very early in the morning. I am really tired, but I've got to get this in the oven, and they've got to cook for about 2 hours. Okay, so I've got 1 rack already cut up, and my little helper, of course. That's my little helper. It's a good thing where I'm going, they have cats too, so they understand completely. Alright, we're going to wrap each one in 2 layers of foil. So I'll just back you up just a little bit here. Let's see what I'm doing. Now you might ask, why 2 layers? Well, these are going to bake, obviously. And what happens is the juices keep everything in the ribs real moist. I like to turn them the opposite direction. Okay. That always won't matter, does it? I'm tired. So they end up kind of steaming in this. There's 1 done. They become so tender and delicious, so it's well worth it. Like I said, it's really hot here in Minnesota right now. It's going to be like 93 tomorrow. I think it's going to be like 90 today. So, baking these in the oven now. Yeah, you want to do it in the morning. These are great to take up north. You go up north, camping, you can cook these ahead of time. These are spare ribs. I can't remember if I said that or not because it's too early in the morning. So I cook mine at a slow oven at 325 for 2 hours. And my last one here. So when these are done baking, I'm going to bring you back because I'll show you the marinade that they're going to go into and what we do with them when they come out of the oven. Okay everyone, my ribs are almost done in the oven. It's kind of loud in here. I'm gonna shut my fan off so that you can hear me. And I'm going to turn this so I can see this a little bit. So I've got several ingredients out here right now. I'm going to make the marinade. So when the ribs come out, I need to have a marinade ready. Now because I've got 2 racks of ribs and they were about 3.5 pounds each, This recipe is actually for 4 pounds of marinade. I'm sorry, yeah, for 4 pounds of meat. So if you have 4 pounds of spare ribs, then this is the recipe that you want. So I'm going to start off with my garlic. And I got my old-fashioned garlic press here. And I want 2 cloves of garlic. Oops. Get in there. Alright, that's about 2. I'm actually going to make a double batch, but I'm just going to show you the single batch right now. So 2 cloves of garlic there. I'm going to set that aside. We also need 1 cup of brown sugar. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, next we want a 1/4 cup of some ketchup. Alright, 1/4 cup of ketchup, approximately. Okay, next we've got a little measuring cup right here. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of some soy sauce. I'm using a low sodium Catwomanmn soy sauce because that's what I like. Next, you're going to want a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, you're going to want a 1/4 cup of some whiskey. Now I prefer the Jim Beam brand when I do my ribs. I just think it tastes better for the marinade. 1/4 cup of that. Now you're going to need a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. You can use either organic or I'm just using a Heinz, 1/2 cup. Okay, you're also going to need 1 teaspoon of your dry mustard, a dry type mustard, which I did not get out. Dun dun dun. Okay. A ground dry mustard. I need my spoon. One teaspoon of that. Now you do just a dash of some pepper. I don't know, a couple shakes. Okay, we're going to mix this well. I actually might get a whisk out. And that's your marinade. Okay, so my ribs have cooled for about a half an hour here. I've got some Ziploc bags right here. I've got a empty cat food can. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain, there's juice. Let's see if I move this over, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So here's my, you can see a little bit of juice kind of flowed out of that one here, but there's going to be a lot of juice in these ribs, so that's why you double wrap them. So we're going to go ahead and start opening this just a little bit, and then I'm going to drain this. And they're still quite warm. That's where an empty cat food can comes in handy, and we're going to pour the juice off. Just like that. A little bit of juice in this one here too. So you're going to do that to all of them, and I'll just go ahead and open up this one that I just drained the juice so you can see how lovely they turned out. See that? I'm going to grab a tong here because they are hot. See that? I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bag. Now I should be able to get like one whole pan in a bag. This is a gallon size Ziploc bag. This is a nice meaty one right here. You can see how it looks. Put that in there. Now you can marinate them for an hour, or you can do it overnight. Very forgiving. And then you can baste your ribs while they're on the grill, or if you bake them in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. And it's either on the grill or it's in the oven for 30 minutes. And baste it with that marinade, because remember these are cooked already, so no fear with that. And they're delicious. So something a little different without barbecue sauce. Got a lot of juice right here. This juice is going to have a lot of fat in it. Now I double bag these too. I don't want a mess in my refrigerator, so move this out of the way. Okay. So here's my marinade right here. I made a double batch, remember? Okay. So I know about half of this needs to go in here. So I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to pour about half of this in the bag. So I kind of know where I got to go. There we go. Okay, we're going to seal this up. Try and get as much of the air out as I can. Make sure it's a good seal. Got a lot of liquid in here. So you see, you can marinate this and just keep turning it in the fridge, trying to get it flat as you can. Let it marinate, turning the bags a lot. Right now I'm turning it just to kind of coat them all with that marinade in there. And I have 2 extra bags to double bag this. So I think I'll double bag this right now. And once these are cool enough, go ahead and put them in the fridge. And just turn them. You could marinate it up an hour, or you can do overnight, or 4 hours, or whatever you need to do. There we go. Ribs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pack up the rest of my ribs. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a try. You're going to love them.